Hi guys. Okay, here's another higher question. I've changed my coded numbers slightly. I've decided to put the level at the front. So 1 is nat 5, 2 is higher, 3 is advanced higher, then the year, then the paper number, then the question number. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. It's worth 3 marks. Okay. Pretty straightforward log question. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to translate it into Numatican notation because I find it much easier. But you can stick with classical notation if you want, and then you can follow it through writing it in classical notation. But if you remember, if I write log 3 of 2, because that's the question, that's in the question, is written in Numatican as log 3 of 2. And the reason I write it like that is because a logarithm is just a number, and it's the number that connects the base with the number that it's operating on. So the base is 3, the number is 2. When we write it like this, the number that connects it is 3 to the power of what? So 3 power what is 2, or conversely, 2 root what is 3. And that's why I write it like that. I find it easier to understand. So if we translate it, we get 3 times, and remember a dot means times, log 3 of 2 plus log 3 of 1 over 24. So, and we write that in Numatican as a bar, which means per. It's an operator in Numatican, which means per 24. Okay, and then we just need to manipulate this to using the rules, which I'll explain as we go. Okay, so that equals, well, a 3 at the front can be brought above the 2. So 2 to the power of the product in the front. Nothing else changes in here. So we can write that as log 3 of 2 power 3 plus, and then this doesn't change, log, although, 1 over 24 could be written, in fact, we'll just do this here, just for the sake of it, could be written as 24 to the power minus 1. Sorry, log 3 of 24 power minus 1. Okay, now do you remember when you have 2 logarithms that are added, then we can say, we can multiply the subject of the logarithm, i.e. the 2 to the 3 and the 24 to the minus 1. So we get log 3 of 2 to the 3 times 24 to the minus 1. Okay, well, 2 to the 3 is 248, yeah? So that's log 3 of 8 over 24. Agree? 8 over 24 is equal to log 3 of 1 over 3, a third, yeah? And a third we could write as log 3 of 3 to the minus 1. Okay, 1 over 3 is the same as 3 to the power minus 1. Well, let's take the minus 1 out to the front. If you multiply something by minus 1, you get minus L log 3 of 3. And then 3 to the power of what is 3, or 3 root what is 3, is 1. So that is equal to minus 1. And that's our answer.